Professional athletes that disagree with the dads, Brads, and Chads who criticize Taylor Swift for attending NFL games are numerous. Since September 2023, Swift has been a regular at her boyfriend Travis Kelce's Kansas City Chiefs games. The NFL periodically features Swift on the Jumbotron and the broadcast during huge plays made by Kelce. Some ardent football fans were incensed by the coverage, complaining that Swift was given more screen time than the actual game. While rumors indicate the league has reduced the frequency of Swift and Kelce's appearances, the pop star hasn't let the naysayers get to them. How they know what suite I'm in is beyond me. In a December 2023 feature, Swift said, "I don't know if I'm being shown 17 times or once. There's a camera, like, a half-mile away, and you don't know where it is, and you have no idea when the camera is putting you in the broadcast. My only purpose is to assist Travis. I don't know if I'm annoying any parents, Brads, and Chads by being shown too much." Later, Kelce expressed amazement at how his amazing fiancé handled the criticism. In an episode of his New Heights podcast that month, he declared, "I'll say this, they showed Taylor at the game and you don't see an entire home team fanbase go insane for somebody wearing the opposite team's colors. Just goes to show you how incredible that girl is. They went absolutely insane when they showed Taylor on the screen," he continued at the time. While there may have been a few Brads and Chads heckling Taylor, most people were King yelling at her. Not just Swift and Kelce, who has been a tight end for the Chiefs since 2013, support her decision to attend games on game day. See what the celebs have to say about Swift joining Chiefs Kingdom by scrolling down. Being close friends with Mahomes, the starting quarterback for the Chiefs, does not view Swift as a distraction on game day. It doesn't feel any different, in my opinion. In a November 2023 ESPN sit-down, Mahomes stated, "People see the whole Taylor Swift and Travis thing, and they make it a huge deal because it is a huge deal. I believe that the fan bases take it more seriously than the guys who are physically present in the building. You can probably see why it hasn't turned into a distraction or something similar considering that everyone wants to live their greatest life possible every single day. Swift is an unbelievable role model, therefore Travis' elder brother, a Philadelphia Eagle, is all in on the NFL's coverage of her. The audience wants to see it, which is why it is receiving attention. I know that if people didn't want to see it, they wouldn't be showing it," joked Jason in a February 2024 interview with Cincinnati's ABC affiliate WCPO9. "She's the world's most famous artist at the moment and a global star. I think the NFL would probably be foolish not to show her and show her be a role model for all the young girls out there," he said, adding that, "she is incredibly talented and an unbelievable role model for young women across the globe." In a February 2024 video posted on Twitter, Griffin stated, "Taylor Swift has done great things for the NFL this year just from who she's bringing to watch the broadcast. However, I also think that Taylor Swift has benefited greatly from the NFL and Travis. She has, in my opinion, become even more human. Sports have shown the singer another side," according to a former quarterback and ESPN expert. He clarified, "Her fans adore her, but I feel like drinking beer on the Jumbotron is not something you associate with the woman who's singing Sweeter Than Fiction. But now when you see that, and you see her and Travis together on the field, you know that she's flying hours from different nations to the game to support her boo. That provides assistance. On the field, I noticed them. That's true love, man, as far as I can tell from what I observed. It is fantastic, in my opinion." The former football player acknowledged to Us Weekly that he can't understand why Swift's support of Kelce's career has so upset football fans. "I mean, they frequently feature famous people at games. Don't act as though we don't frequently feature male celebrities at games," he said in an exclusive interview with Us in January 2024. "I'm not sure why there's been such a stir about it. She's practically there to support her significant other, and as a significant other, that's what you should do. Some people may argue that she is the reason they lost the game. When they win a game, some people might wonder, why are the cameras focused on her? However, I enjoy it," retired tight end Sharp said exclusively to Us in January 2024. "For him, I think it's good. I'm glad she came to the game. She offers a fresh perspective to the game. Many of the young women and girls that watch NFL football could not give a damn about it. Hey, if we get new eyeballs, we get new customers, we're on board, the NFL said. From her vantage point in the stadium crowd, the former quarterback for the Miami Dolphins told us in January 2024 that Swift hasn't affected any games. While she's dating an NFL star, she might as well enjoy herself and have fun. What's wrong with it, too? Nothing, quips Marino. Notwithstanding the fact that some Chiefs supporters jeer Swift after every loss, quarterback Kirk Cousins of the Minnesota Vikings views her presence as a positive for the league. In January 2024, Cousins said to us, fans are going to be fans, and, maybe they blame her. I don't know if they deserve the blame, but I believe that in many of the games she's gone to, the teams played really well and came out on top. The former NBA All-Star said, if you're screaming at Taylor Swift saying she ruined football, you're just a loser, during an episode of his King Charles show broadcast in February 2024. You're simply a jackass or a loser. Either you are A or B. One of the two is you. The Chiefs linebacker added, they've got really something going and we appreciate having her at our games, in January 2024 on the Zach Gelb Show. It gives our fans a lot of excitement and fun. Consequently, that benefits the NFL, football, and business. In December 2023, the former Chiefs running back emphasized to TMZ Sports that Swift's record in games played has nothing to do with anything. There isn't Taylor Swift on the field. Travis is performing as he usually does, Okoye remarked. Teams are now focusing twice as much on him since they are aware that our receivers are missing catches. People have to point fingers and make excuses when you're performing poorly. Particularly those who find the circumstances surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce unpleasant. Following the leak that Kelce intended to see Swift during her Eras tour in Argentina during his bye week in November 2023, the former Giants quarterback defended the trip. At the time, Manning told people, I think the bye week is a great time to get away from football and I think that's the idea. To prepare for the second half of the season, now is the time to rest your body, relax your mind, and rejuvenate yourself. I think he should travel, there's nothing wrong with going somewhere and traveling, he said. Hey, I have no issue with him going to see his girlfriend perform if that's what he wants to do. The former linebacker denied the criticism in an interview with Page 6 from February 2024. I refuse to be affected by the negative vibes. I adore what they're doing. I'm available for that, stated Banks. One of the best parts of this NFL season has been watching their connection, so anyone who is having issues with it should try harder. Why not Taylor, if you can attend every Knicks and opponent game with my close friend Spike Lee? The 2012 wide receiver draft pick of the Green Bay Packers, the Bachelorette alum, talked candidly with us in February 2024 regarding the NFL's game day coverage of Swift. At Rob Gronkowski's pre-Super Bowl party, Moss joked to us, there's no getting away from the coverage that they have, but I will say, I think that they can balance it pretty well, maintain a little privacy, but if Kelce gets the Super Bowl title, then she's a really good luck charm for the Chiefs. Moss went on, I think it's a fun relationship, people love, but also, their romance has taken over sports. It's a love tale, so I'm not jealous of the amount of attention they have to cope with. People adore it. One of the most outspoken members of TV's Nation, the fan-made moniker for Swift and Kelce's followers, is the sportscaster, who regularly defends the Grammy winners' game day appearances. Smith stated, I have to take a moment to come to Taylor Swift's defense, in an ESPN broadcast from January 2024. Everyone is seated there, acting as though she's a barrier of some kind. She is going to stand by her man. It's hardly her fault if she shows up at a football game and the cameras are focused on her. Excuse me, but she attended the activities following the concerts. It's not as though she promoted the concerts using the games. During an intense segment of his radio program The Herd in January 2024, Cowherd vented about the really weird, lonely, insecure men who were criticizing Swift for being in the NFL. It disturbs you that a pop singer, the largest pop star in the world, is dating a famous tight end who had one of his best games ever, and the network just shows them for a little while. In what way does that reflect your life? Sportscaster Cowherd joked. Did you realize that, on average, only 18 minutes of an NFL broadcast, which lasts 3 hours, really feature football? We have the data to prove it. Coach cutaways, footage of Buffalo fans set on fire, advertisements, and reviews are all included. For the record, 18 minutes of actual football is roughly the equivalent of 5 Taylor Swift songs. In an episode of her podcast, Elle Duncan Show, from December 2023, ESPN pundit Duncan again criticized the double standard. She is not to blame. I'm so over our current routine. And we harm women in this way, Duncan bemoaned. Jessica Simpson is to blame for Tony Romo's spit take. For a brief moment, do you recall Miles Austin and Kim Kardashian? She is to blame. The lady is usually to blame for being distracting. If Travis Kelce is taking her mind off a world tour, no one is questioning it. Nobody is expressing that. And it bothers me,